Hi friends, this is Cole Chance at YOGATX, and I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. And I thought we'd work on some standing poses, some standing balances. And when you're coming into this, I just want you to know, especially if you're new at these, just to have patience with yourself, that learning a new thing is hard, and this takes a lot of different intricate little muscles and stuff, but we've been cultivating those muscles, so I wanted to give it a go today. But just be kind with yourself, self-talk, have some compassion with your practice, and whatever you're doing, if you're practicing, then you're doing it right. So we'll try three different ones here. And I'm going to bring, I want to let you know that you can either use a wall, and I'm going to show it with a chair. But you can use either one. So first, let's come into, and I'll put the chair here, into figure 4 pose. So whenever you start with standing balances, really spread the feet wide. So some people can talk to their toes a little more than other people, but if you can, just separate the toes. You want a wide base. So that strong mountain pose, knees lifted, belly in, ribs closed. All of those actions, you want to use them here. So we're going to put the weight into the right foot and start to lift the left knee. Now notice when I lift, sometimes the left hip wants to come up. So I want to drop that down so I'm centered. So practice just staying here. And this is 90-degree pose. Now I have the chair here, so you can use the chair. If you're against a wall, you can use the wall. But where we're going to go is we're going to put the ankle over the knee and start to sit down. So it's like I'm going to sit down in a chair. I'm not wanting to come forward too much, so maybe you don't come down very far. Heart is lifted. Foot is flexed. Important. Start to sit down. And this is a lot. Opening here, it's a lot of weight on your right hip as well. So if you start to cramp or anything, well, I suggest that maybe you've warmed up a little bit before this, but I suggest doing maybe one of our other flows to kind of open up the body first. And breathing. You can bring the hands to the heart. To come out of this, we're just going to straighten the leg, bring the left knee up, and bring it back down, and then shake it out. And we can do that on the other side. So real quick, I'll show you a stretch for if you start cramping here. I like to bring the opposite leg that I'm standing on in front and doing a forward fold. I'm not putting very much weight in this front foot. I'm putting most of the weight in the standing leg that I might have a cramp or a sore. That's the leg that I'll put the weight in, and that can really help. Maybe even walk your hands over to the right. Sometimes I cramp, so I know those little tricks. So you know. On this side, again, standing tall, strong, core is engaged. We're starting to put the weight in the left foot. Starting to lift the right hip. Make sure it's not coming up, so we're dropping it down. Flexing the foot over the knee. Bringing the hands to heart center and starting to sit down. So it'll be different on both sides. Like if you notice, like your pigeon is very different on both sides, we're creating the same shape. So this will be different as well. So this is my very tight side. But so notice the difference, be aware. And that's all you have to do. You can start to stand and gracefully come down. You can kind of shake that out. So again, you can work on this with the chair, with the wall. Good fun. Let's come into Natarajasana, dancer pose. This is one you always see the pictures of. It's really beautiful, beautiful posture. So let's start putting the weight in the right foot again. This time we're going to pick up the left foot, bring the heel towards the butt. You can hold this way. I like to hold on the inside. So if your shoulders open up, you can turn this. So do you see that? This way I'm holding it like kind of cradling it. And this way my hand's on top and I put my thumb into that, the ball mound of that pinky toe. All right. Everything is into core. Right arm up. And I'm going to start kicking into my hand. Kicking into the foot into the hand. So I'm starting to come forward. I'll move this chair forward. So if I'm using the chair, I just have my hand here, and maybe I'm not grasping it, maybe I'm just putting my hand there. Or maybe, I'm playing with it here. And then try to come out the way you came in. That's a whole nother art in itself. And then shake it out if you need to do that forward fold. Do that. And we'll try the other side. Wide base on the left. I guess I need this more forward. Wide base on the left. I'm going to pick up the right foot. So the knees are together. I'm not wanting to start from like here. Again, everything to core. Like we can reach out, we reach out from center. So this first. Knees are together. I'm going to turn my hand, and you can do that either way. I'm going to turn my hand so that my thumb is in the pinky ball mound. Left arm up. And I'm going to start to reach forward as I kick my foot into my hand. Maybe you're just right here grabbing the wall. This is a great place to be, especially if you're just starting. This is awesome. I mean, it's a really big stretch just getting your arm open here. But you can hold on to the chair. There I go. You can hold on to the chair or hold on to the wall. If I was at the wall, I'd be doing it like this. One thing to notice is if you're opening too much to one side, this might like get your leg higher. But this is actually more of the pose whenever you're forward. So if you practice it this way, it'll get you farther along. And let's do warrior 3, warrior tres. Later on, I'll incorporate some of these into flows and kind of show you how to warm up practice with it. But just again, to reiterate that you've already kind of warmed up for these. But so warrior 3. There's many ways that you can kind of get into this. But we're just going to start hands together, feet together. Wide base on the right. I'm lifting the left, making sure the hips down. For this one, the hips being straight will be really vital in keeping you balanced. I'm going to start to kick behind me. See, my foot is flexed as if I'm going to like plant or stamp my foot on the back wall. I have ink on it. I'm pulling my belly in. I kind of want to open up. It's kind of the way my body wants to do, but I want to flatten that sacrum. See that? I could put like a plate here. Here's a good place to use your chair. You can get deeper into the pose by using a prop. Using a prop is not cheating, like whatsoever. You can feel the pose, get deeper into the pose by doing this. I really suggest it. Foot stays flexed. If you want to play with bringing your hands together, you can do that as well. Coming up, you just bend that standing knee and come up and shake it out. That one always gets my hip. Let's try the other side. Left foot wide, hands together. We're lifting up with the right knee, making sure that hip is down and tilting forward. The more that your toes are separated, alive, and that your foot is flexed, it helps. All the activation, knees lifted in the standing leg. If you'd like to grab the chair, when I grab the chair, I can feel that my hips get even more centered. So even I'm able to get deeper into it, into more of the correct posturing. And to come out of it, place both feet back down. And then you're back on the ground, solid. So with all of these, just play around. Be sure to stretch out the hips, especially the hips, before you get going. And just have fun with them. And these are advanced postures. So again, be gentle with yourself and be kind with all your thoughts to yourself and just have fun. You're doing it right. Any questions or comments about this, please let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. And have fun. YOGATX, Cold Chance. Namaste. Inhale and rise. I'll place my hands right here. So we'll just take a moment right here to feel everything going on. Again, you can be pulling back on your right hip to keep your pelvis straight. So let's inhale, hands up.